Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7 out today. Got some more Guild Wars for you guys. Looks like my defense is actually doing pretty good, surprisingly. None of those units are built for Guild Wars, but sure, what works, works. Icarus with the joke of the day, though. Let's go ahead and see what he's got here. Drug dealers sound so judgmental. I prefer pillar of the community. Alright. That's actually pretty good. Bringing people together. Okay, let's go ahead and try out a first fight against this team. Now, this is the only team I managed to find on my opponent's guild's defenses where there's actually a Lua. There's actually no other knockwall or anything like that. Typically, you do see like a knockwall or Lua here and there, so we managed to find one here. And Lua, A. Ravi, and ML Landy is going to be on this defense team. So the APOC Ravi, we're going to be baiting her with RML Doris, or Magic Scholar Doris here. And she's basically built pretty tanky. She's good enough to just kind of stay alive against A. Ravi. You don't even need mitigation for her to stay alive. She's such a good light bait with her specialty change and mitigation against dark units. For the Navy Captain Landy, we're going to bring in our ML Bologna, and she is going to be quite nice because she'll be able to take care of the Landy real quick, and she has enough DPS to actually kind of shred through the A. Ravi too. Her S2 is going to break Lua out of stealth if she is running Guiding Light, but for the Lua, we're really just bringing in Laya, and Laya here will be very, very good into Lua in terms of preventing our team from getting reset, which means that we can get our Vigor buff up with ML Bologna real quick. We can use our healing with the Doris right off the bat. It's going to be quite nice. She also offers a lot of tempo to the team, and she has an S3 burst that rivals that of Dark Corvus. Slightly, right? You don't get as much damage as Dark Corvus, but when you soul burn it, it's as if you don't soul burn with Dark Corvus, which is good enough. 24, 25k damage, right? Pretty consistent, pretty reliable. For the bottom team, it looks like they have a cleaving setup here. So Zio, Closer Charles, and Jacko. Now, the only wild card here is going to be the Closer Charles. I don't know if it's a fast one or if it's a slower one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do his little Zio, mini Zio trap here. If you guys have been watching my RTA videos, you know I do love me a good Zio trap. So we're going to bring in Silvertide Christie, and when she is hit, the backline unit actually gets pushed up by 20% in terms of their combat readiness. So she's not really here for the Flitica per se, but she is like necessarily for the resist on Flitica, I should say. She's here to push up the Flitica when she's hit, so it's kind of like a mini General Purgus effect, right? I'm not using General Purgus because I don't want General Purgus to get silenced by Zio, which causes Jacko to jump up, and Jacko can probably kill General Purgus, and then Closer Charles comes up and then kills everybody else, right? So this is my Flitica right here, 290 speed. She is going to be on Guiding Light, so Zio can't hit her. And same thing with the Briar Witch. I thought she was going to be a good option because Closer does have evasion, so she has my plus 30 Guiding Light over here, and she'll be pretty good for just dealing massive amounts of damage. And she should kill Jacko, and she can't die herself, so, you know, if it's like a 1v1 scenario, Briar Witch does have the advantage and has a chance to finish off whoever survives. But let's go ahead and jump into the first match and see how it goes. Really excited for the Laya here. Hopefully we're not, oh good, we're not outspeeding the Lua. Great. Properly geared units, love to see it. In the arena showcase we did of Laya, I think we outsped the knock wall that was used. I know my Laya is actually really fast, but I didn't expect her to be faster than knockwalls in Luas. But yeah, we have our S2 here, right? So as you can see, it decreased skill cooldowns of all allies if I use it, which means Doris got reset and Emma Bologna got reset. So we can go ahead and cleanse them off as well. So it's perfect Lua counter here. And she has the most adorable just S2 animation. Let's go for an S2. I know we don't need the healing, but a defense buff is quite nice, especially because A. Ravi's coming in with an S3. So look at that, 3,000, not even 4,000 damage right there. It's insane. Right, we're gonna rip our S3 into the ML Landy. Let's see if this kills. If it doesn't, it's fine, because we do have Laya with the dual attacks, and Laya's dual attacks they're gonna hit quite hard, right? Because if it brings Bologna, look at that. You just essentially have a little mini C Lilius on your side of the team, and it's insane. So Lua goes down. Fantastic. She really didn't do much. And we'll go for the Landy, try to blind her here. Perfect. We could dual attack into the Landy, but just in case we bring Doris, I'm going to go into the Aravi. And I'll just finish off the Landy here. Look at that. Maya's also just turn cycling real quick. Look at that. Her S3's up. So let's go ahead and soul burn it. Let's show you some of the damage here that we can do. So this is with a almost 30k HP Laya soul burned. Look at that. 20k damage on a Proof of Valor Aravi, because she's already mitigating some of it, right? Insane. Insane. Absolutely love her as a unit. She's so fun to use. Alright. Next one here. So look at this. Christy gets hit. And even if it was a fast closer Charles, right? Look at that. We're going to be cutting with the Flitica, and we'll be able to push up the team. We're going to get a skill null as well. Zio's already used a skill, so I might as well just go for a skill null onto the Jacko. I'm going on Jacko just in case Closer is probably on some sort of evasion artifact. So Shepherd of the Hollow or something like that. I don't want him to accidentally evade and we don't get the skill null. So I was playing it safe, going for the Jacko. And we'll go for the Briarwitch here. Should kill... Oh yeah, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. This Closer Charles is kind of bruisery, kind of tanky, so he didn't go down right away. Jacko did, but look at that skill null protecting us right there. And I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and provoke the Zio. Oh, he resisted that. That's pretty bad. Can we go for an S2? Oh, that's good damage onto that Closer Charles, but Flitica might go down now. That's kind of sad. Yeah, she's definitely going to be going down. Okay, that's alright. So we can go ahead and finish off the Zio here. Or not. It's all good, it's all good. I think Christy should be fine. Should be fine. There we go, beautiful. So let's finish off the Zio here. I think we can finish off the Zio. There we go. And Briarwitch finishes off the Closer. So unfortunately we lost the Flitica in that fight. But it's alright. Still pretty decent showing, and of course Laya is the star of the show. But yeah, see, you can do a little mini Zio trap of your own. Just play it safe here in the Guild Wars, right? Not a whole ton of risk. Alright guys, for the second fight here, we're going to be going up against this tower, Tala, and this looks like a pretty successful defense team here. It's been getting a lot of green shields, over the past few weeks, so decided to take it on for myself. The top team here is going to be ML Landy, Senya, and Hangai, and I'm going to bring in a Rowana for the imprint of HP, and just for the general bit of healing. Now my Rowana is on counter set. She's actually on Stella Harpa. I think you'll be okay here to kind of cleanse some debuffs, just in case we do get hit on the Fire Charlotte. Hoping the Senya misses, that'd be kind of great. But yeah, Rocket Punch Gauntlet on Karina. She's going to be pretty decent in just bursting down this ML Landy, or at least helping us burst down the ML Landy. Now, I'm saying that because we have a Fire Charlotte here, and she's on Broken Will of the Priest. My Charlotte's actually pretty tanky here, and got a good bit of damage. So, Lifesteal Immunity. She's going to be pretty strong into the Senya and the Landy, because she always guarantees crit. And Karina doesn't need crits, right? She won't be critting, and she'll do a ton of damage. So, yeah, the Senya and the Landy should be going down pretty quickly to these two units on my team. For the bottom team, we got LRK Landy and Ocean Breeze Luluka. So into this team, I'm trying to bait out the Ocean Breeze Luluka to see if I can try to cleanse her debuffs. Even if we don't cleanse her debuffs, it's fine, right? If Elena is the one that ends up cleansing it, so be it. Laya can just be a really good support unit in terms of dual attacks, and helping us out in terms of bursting down the Ocean Breeze Luluka later with a one-shot with her S3. So again, this is her build. I have the plus 30 Sweet Miracle. Some of you guys have been commenting about it. So I actually just bought one from the powder shop. I did not manage to summon one with the 900 bookmarks I think I threw at her. Got 5 copies of her, but no copies of her artifact. So I bought one from the powder shop, and I bottled it up, right? Just give bottles of knowledge every single time the rotation refreshes. If you can afford it, buy the bottles of knowledge with some leftover powders you have, and save for limited artifacts like this. That's how I plus 30'd it. I didn't go chasing artifacts with summoning. I didn't wail for it. It's all free to play, right? You just need to be patient and save up over the course of several months. Milim here is next, so she's going to be great. Speed pen set, I actually have her a bit faster than usual because I switched her build up, and I want to test it out. This is the first time I'm using her since I switched her gear around, but she's on upgraded Dragon Knuckles to help out in terms of getting some extra counterattacks, and then she has a lifesteal essentially through S1, increasing the amount that's recovered. So she's on speed, lifesteal, and counter, which is kind of cool. She has good damage, and she dispels stealth, so we can just reveal the Landy and just go into her and hopefully win, but we'll see. My Milim's been crit plenty of times by Earth units before, so at least before she gets her evasion up, right? She gets killed before she gets to S3, which is unfortunate. Alright, let's see what we can do, though. Charlotte gets pushed up every time she gets hit, and fortunately, we actually can get debuffed on anybody here, so it's not a real effectiveness Senya, and Charlotte had an immunity buff, so we were looking good in that regard too. Let's go for an S1. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that. We're getting pushed up quite a bit with this combat readiness here, and then same with Rowana, gonna be pushing us up. Look at this Charlotte just zooming. We lapped the hand guy already. That's ridiculous. I'm going to wait until I get a defense buff with Karina to S3, so we'll just go for an S1 there. And I think I'll just hold on to the S3. We'll just go for the Senya, you know, get some counters here. The Rowana can push my team up. Right, look at that. Pretty good. She's going to salvo once more. Very nice. So Fire Charlotte gets pushed up yet again. Karina gets to pop off too, because I think Rowana fell below half health there. Alright, we don't steal the turn from the Landy, which is actually preferred, and I get to go for an S1 or an S3. I think it's probably best just S1 here, so we'll just go for that. Okay, more counterattacks, that's fine. Good, good. Push my team up. Landy now has full burst. I think what I'll do, because we're about to lap with the Fire Charlotte anyway, is we're going to go for the S3 here. We do have a defense buff anyway, so we should be fine. Oh yeah, that's really good damage right there. Thankfully, the Calric isn't going for my, he's not going for my Charlotte, and I hope that the Landy doesn't lap. Very good, she didn't lap here, and that's huge because my Rowana now gets to pop her S3, get a revive buff, so even if she manages to kill my Fire Charlotte or anything like that, the Karina get to revive. So let's see how much damage this ML Landy's going to be doing. Giant ship's gonna fall from the sky, and we're gonna get cleansed from the stun. Very nice. Stella Harpa working here on my Rowana. Boom, Landy's dead, and might as well just do a little Beyblade spin to win action. Can we actually kill the Calric? Oh, we didn't kill there. That's fine though, that's fine. It's quite tanky, this one. And we'll just finish him off with the Karina. Oh, Rowana wants to get out on the action. Alright, and there we go. Okay, let's see what Laya's able to do in her match, though. I want to see if we can... Oh, we're actually going first. So, here's the funny thing. I could actually just pop the S2 and increase combat readiness by 25%, right? The issue with that is I'm a little afraid of the Ocean Breeze Luluka. So... what I think will happen is if I S2 with Laya, I was kind of expecting a speed Landy, honestly, one that's faster than my Laya, but this one's pretty fast. I think what I do is I S2, it pushes up the Milim, so she'll get the combat readiness, right? And she'll cut the Landy, but it's not enough to, I think, to cut the Ocean Breeze Luluka. I think she might be taking the turn, she might be on her own artifact. She should take the turn if she gains 40%. Ooh, actually, does she? If she doesn't, it's still fine. Here, let's go ahead and do it. Let's just go ahead and push up the team. She's a decent little opener, right? Not too shabby. Alright, if Ocean Breeze Luluka does cut, so here's why it's fine. The Elena also got pushed up by everybody, and if Luluka AoE's here, right? Look at this. We're able to pop off. And I could actually just break the Landy out of stealth right now. We could do that. Might as well, actually. Might as well just put the invincibility up on Elena and the Laya. It actually helps a little bit. Now, it does give the barrier to the Landy, but I think we'll be fine. We can just go for... We could just go for an S3. I mean, it can't be super tanky. I don't think we kill, but it should be fine. Because I want the evasions that the Landy can't hit us here. Right? Because we don't have the invincibility on the Milim. There we go. That's pretty good. And we actually didn't end up getting any debuffs, I think, from the Ocean Breeze Luluka, which is fine. Let's go for a hit on the Luluka, which is not a counter build. Celestine on my Elena is going to help keep my Milim alive just a little bit. Okay, nice counter attack. That's pretty good. We're going to heal up a little bit. Alright, so we have an attack buff here. Can we actually kill the Landy? Oh, very close. Very close. She's going to get a full burst. Now, I'm just going to hit her. Maybe we can get a dual attack. Nope. No dual attack here. So Landy, she got her stealth dispelled, so we should be okay. That's a lot of damage, but look at this. Look at that Elena just healing up the team here. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, wait. We dispelled the stealth. She actually went back into stealth. That's kind of bad for me, but that's alright. We'll go for the S1. Nice dual attack with the Milim. Oh, we're going to get the Wahaha. Alright. Beautiful. This should kill the Landy. Wasn't expecting a dual attack from the Milim, but it's nice that we got it. And now Laya should be able to get her S3 up here. Alright, Luluka's gonna be coming in. Alright, we got blinded, but we do get to get rid of that blind by cleansing with the Elena here. S1. And yes, indeed, look at this. We have Laya's S3. I think we just go for the LRK. It should kill. I doubt it's gonna leave him alive. Right? Let's see. Pop! Oh, 24k! Look at that! And look, you can turn cycle so quickly, right? You can just go for an S2. I'm not going to. I'm just going to go for an S1 because Milim is already here. She gets to just pop and done. Wow, just such a versatile unit, right? Again, you saw, because she was going first, you can actually just utilize her as an opener. 25% CR push for the whole team is nothing to laugh at, especially when it comes with a full cleanse. Right? Absolutely insane. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump into the last match of this guild war against the Stronghold. We're actually winning here, which is pretty good. So we're going to fight the goddess herself, apparently. And oh boy, are these defense teams interesting. So I had to think for this one. For the first team, I got C. Lilius, Karina, and ML Landy staring me down. So I'm going to go in with an Arunka DPS. We're going to bring in Crimson Armin as a support unit. She's going to be on Aureus, and her passive mitigates all forms of damage, crit, and non-crit. She's on protection set, which is going to be kind of nice. She's also on immunity too. A little bit slower, but should be fine. She'll go after everyone on the opponent's team goes, and then we can put up invincibility and immunity on everyone. Hand Guy's going to be able to cleanse the C. Lilius's attack down, and also give an attack buff with his S3. Warhorn also gives some extra attack increases, and so does his imprint. So this Arunka is going to be pretty beefy going into this fight, and we should be able to just burst down whoever gets the barrier from C. Lilius's S2. We also have Little Queen's Huge Crown for some extra damage against barrier units, so she should be fine there. If it is Karina, I might hold off on that. Just like burst down the C. Lilius, because she gets a barrier herself. Proc the Karina, so she gives a barrier to the ML Landy, and then we'll nuke the ML Landy too, right? Because we're going to have immunity on our team because of Hand Guy, and Karina won't go after Arunka because the elemental disadvantage there, so I think we should be safe. For the bottom team, we got Spirit Eye Celine, Ocean Breeze Luluka, and Elvira, so I'm going to try something out here. We're going to go with a little aggro team into this. So we're going to bring in Zio. He has Book, right? He's going to be pretty good for just opening and hitting the Spirit Eye Celine. Doesn't matter how fast that Spirit Eye Celine is, she is going to be slower than my Zio. So we have Laya over here as well for the kind of tempo push, but I'm not going to be using that immediately. I think I'm going to dual attack into the Spirit Eye Celine to try to finish her off early. She shouldn't start off with any barriers or anything weird. And we have Requiem Rowana as well. She has her Book too. So we're going to be using her with Zio. Zio's going to go and S2 the Spirit Eye Celine. Rowana's going to go hopefully reset everybody except the Elvira. You can't reset Elvira, but she's not going to be fast enough, I don't think, to go and do anything too crazy. So Laya then should be able to dual attack in the Spirit Eye Celine. If we can just finish her off, I think we'll be fine. And I think they're trying to go for some immortal strat there with the Spirit Eye Celine, but I don't think it's going to work all too well. Let's see how it goes, though. See, Lilius going to be going, and yep, so Karina does get that barrier as I expected, but let's go for the S3, get that attack buff onto the Iruka. We should just finish off the C Lilius. Now, when we finish off the C Lilius here, it's going to proc the Karina, but again, it doesn't matter because we do have a immunity buff on everybody, and so Karina's won't be able to defense break. She'll either go into Crimson Armament or, yep, Calric. But because Crimson Armament mitigates so much damage, we should be good here. We should be good. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at that damage, right? What is that? Absolutely pathetic. Let's go ahead and just S3, because the Landy's about to go. So might as well. Okay. I will go for an S1 here, though. Push up the Arunka. She is going to counter, but it's okay, because we're invincible. There we go. Yeah, see, look at that. Hardly any damage. So now what we're going to do is just finish off the Landy, while we still have an attack buff. And we're going to lose the attack buff here. We gain some combat readiness. But what I'll do is I'll go for an S1. We're still going to S3. Still going to S3 into this Karina. There's no reason not to. Right? We will penetrate her defense. I don't know if we'll actually kill, though, because she's really tanky. Right? She has a defense buff. She also has the vigor buff from the C Lilius. So, yeah, holy. Alright, there we go. Let's see if we can actually get this here. Nice provoke. Okay, so it's a lower resist Karina here. Let's go for an S2. Let's get that barrier going. Protect our team. Alright, and Arunka, let's just soul burn the S1. Let's see if we can kill. Alright, yeah. Not too bad overall, right? So Arunka eliminating multiple threats. Pretty easy when your opponent has units that use barriers. Not too shabby at all. Let's go for the Spirit Eye Celine. We're just trying to finish her off as soon as possible. Otherwise, she becomes really annoying with things like ice cream buffs, and the potential to screw us over later. So let's go for the S3. It should be good enough to reset the Ocean Breeze Luluka. I mean, we have a 260 effectiveness Rowana. Right, there we go. Very nice. So I think the only unit that wasn't reset was the Elvira, who can't be reset, so this is fine. I could push up combat readiness of the team, but I think I'll just dual attack here. I don't think those are... Yeah, look at that. So, as long as we were able to kill the Spirit Eye Celine, perfectly fine. Elvira really isn't going to be doing all that much. Yes, there is going to be some damage coming in like this, but overall, it's not a huge threat, especially because Ocean Breeze Luluka is going to go down, so Rowana is going to be focusing her. Let's go for a Soul Burn. Let's get that defense break going. Right, Laya could go for her S2, but there's no reason to. Let's just dual attack. Beautiful. Even if we attacked with Rowana, it would have been fine. Right, Elvira's coming in with the S2, and it's perfect timing because now we get to go here. Let's go with the S2 and just kind of cleanse everyone off. Beautiful stuff. And let's just let's get this Elvira down. We do have to get stalled out for a little bit though because of the immortality, but it should be okay. Right. She doesn't dual attack, by the way, when she has her S3 available. So we do have her S3 available there. I didn't use it, because again, of course, my opponent is literally immortal. Alright, let's just go for the S1. She'll lose it after another turn, so we should be okay. Provokes don't really matter overall. Right, can Zio actually strip this off of the Elvira? I don't think so. 150 effectiveness, or sorry, 100 effectiveness Zio should not be able to do it, yeah. Not quite. But here's her last turn. Alright, and she is going to go for the S2, but it's fine. Because we're just going to finish her off with an S3. Let's see, one more animation for Laya. And there you guys have it. So... yeah, let me know what you guys think of her in the comments section down below. She has a lot of utility outside of just countering Lua and Knockwall, right? Just kind of like how ML Sharoon has a lot more utility than just countering something like DDR. But anyway, with that being said though, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe for more Epic 7 content. And until next time, take care.